Hey friends, Ernie here. There will be no Live and Let Die show today. However, in its absence, I'm going to show you something very special. These are artificial intelligence generated calls. I would prefer to call them scenarios that our algorithm has created for us or forecasted. Now, these are probably very different from other types of trade calls that you've seen, but essentially the AI looks at literally hundreds and hundreds of different patterns and historical movements. And then from there, it's a lot like weather radar or weather artificial intelligence, where they have these huge computational models and model what the potential is for the future. And then from that, we match that with a wide range of patterns and then see whether or not they come within the same kind of scope, I guess you could say. Now, that's not what we do, it's what the AI does. Anyways, if you've followed my futures calls from earlier this year, they're a very similar system. Actually, the system that we have now is quite a bit more advanced. You'd know that those calls had a hit rate of well above 80, actually above even 85%. And they were really spot on with a very high return on your investment. So in other words, they were well, they were fairly precise. Now, these calls, they don't mean I do not mean to say that they will actually happen. These are scenarios. If they happen, then there's a very high probability that they will see themselves through. Okay, so I'm going to show you. There's actually 5 separate scenarios, and we're going to start with the Japanese yen. These are all futures that you can trade, the CME futures. You can trade it on virtually any platform that supports futures. So we're going to look at the Japanese yen. We're going to look at silver, and we're also going to look at the Swiss franc. Now, I should also mention, I'm going to be showing these types of calls, including Bitcoin calls, for the next couple of weeks. And you decide whether or not these are things that you find of value. Because there's going to be a service that we're going to offer from this. There will also be instruction on how to actually train these things, and that'll be kind of an optional type of thing. Excuse me. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so this first one here, this is the Japanese yen. And you can see this, I just did these screenshots just a little while ago, so they may differ slightly. But that's no matter. All that really matters is the entry and then the target. So I want to start with the long first. So this first one is a long from where we are currently. If price does come down and breaks through or hits this particular target, 0.8976 on the Japanese yen, we expect it to reverse and then shoot for a target of 0.09012334. The exact number, I mean, that's something that the computer generates, so we're not saying that it's going to hit exactly that tick, but quite often these patterns do work out that way, or hit within, a 0.25% of that number. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And so that's the first one. That's the Japanese yen long. Now here's a scenario short. So if we were to reverse from here and come up to a level of 0.09028785, we expect it to then reverse and place a target of 0.089916. These are huge moves, by the way. A one contract position on any of these is going to certainly make you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. All right, so let's move on to silver. Now there are 2 silver short positions, and these 2 scenarios might even involve adding to the trade. because they both have the same target, but they have different entries. So the first entry is at $15.03, a little over 3 cents. And then we expect it to reverse with a target of 14.835. Now the second trade is very, very similar. We just expect it to potentially go a little bit higher to $15 and almost 10 cents, and then hit the same target. So the way we would play this is that we would have a position size where we would take a short here and then an additional short here. Now that doesn't mean we do a full size position. We can talk about position sizing in our course that will accompany the service. But certainly, if you know me, I'm always talking about trading small, having a position size that's relatively small to your account size, and then scaling in. This, in fact, would be that type of scaling in, but a little bit more, because there is a very high degree of probability of hitting either of these targets and then shorting. All right. And so then the last one is the Swiss franc. Oh, by the way, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see this is all trading view. And so on your platform, it might be a little bit different, but you'll see the symbol. And these are all the continuous contract. All right, so the Swiss franc, we're expecting it to drop down to $1.02, a little over 2 cents, and then reverse with a target of $1.02.66. So that might not seem like a big difference, but there are a lot of ticks in there. This is a high probability trade and worth quite a bit of money just for one contract. All right, so there are the algo calls. Sorry I couldn't be there today for the Live and Let Die show, but check out these algo calls, watch them, trade them if you'd like. This is only for educational purposes only. I need to provide that kind of caveat. This is not advice to take these trades. We do, in fact, take these trades. What you do, all we're really doing is we're showing you what we're doing. All right. What you do is completely up to you. It's not on us. Now, in terms of position sizing and risk management, again, that's something that we're not talking about here. Again, that is on you, not on us. If you'd like to learn more about position sizing and risk management, contact me. We'll talk. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow on the Live and Let Die show. Hope you have a great day. I know I will. Take care. See you next video.